you guys come in, you guys come in. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. I understand. It's Christmas Eve, so it's the night before Christmas, and all through the house it was dead ass fucking silent because there's fucking women took all our kids. But all jokes aside, it's not a funny. I've been here many, many times. In a sense, it does get easier, but also um, it it gets harder because you start to get older, and with age and wisdom, comes understanding, and the understanding of all that went wrong, good or bad, and all the things that could have, and you get this understanding, and it becomes, although it becomes easier, it does get harder in the same sense. Um, and so I just wanted to come on here because I wanted to share with you guys that I walk with you on this journey. I walk with you on this journey, and I heard a lot of messages just recently. A good handful, enough messages. One is enough, at least 20 or more, where in different videos, many of my past videos, where you're saying this is going to be the first Christmas, without my kids, and I'm just losing my mind. I'm feeling a huge sense of loss, and I don't know how to keep it together. I'm choking up inside. I'm just recalling all the comments and statements that I've recently been reading. There's a lot of new fathers. I'm sure there's some others, but there's a lot of new fathers, and it's the first Christmas away from your kids. I've been here many, many times. It doesn't get easier. Um, it gets easier because you know what to expect. You know what's coming, but it doesn't get easy because it's another Christmas without your kids, and it hurts, and nobody understands. No one understands. No one wants to understand. No one cares to understand. Who gives a fuck to try to understand somebody's pain? People would like to understand joy, happiness, peace, love. But to understand pain, like who and why, like for what reason, it doesn't have any gain, any benefit for anyone to understand us. So no one does. And then for us to be men and cry out for our children. I mean, for to be a man and to cry in society is like a big no-no. You're weak, you're this, you're that. And then you have on the other side, you have people saying it's okay to be a man and cry, but then we have to be careful with that because now we're creating a whole feminized male society. So it's almost like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And it's hey, Merry Christmas, the honest truth. Thank you so much for coming in. Merry Christmas to you. God bless you, man. I hope you're doing good. I hope you get to see the kids at least sometime of this holiday season. Um, and I just wanted to come on here to share with you that I go through this with you guys, and it's just rolling up and smoking one with the brother. Right on. Tell your brother I said what's up. I hope he's doing good. Man, bless you both of you guys. Hope you guys are doing really, really good. And and um and I've recently gotten a lot of messages, and it was on some older videos that are still probably the most active. Everything's still a mess. Most likely, we'll be there for foreseeable future. Yeah, yeah. It's just it's a constant. You know, you got to be careful over here, guys. Give me a second. So we tend to have like these you tend to have these moments where it's difficult to kind of manage. Sorry, I got to watch all these guys over here right now. You tend to have these moments where it's just kind of difficult to manage any kind of emotions, because you sit there, and although you can strengthen yourself mentally, right? You can strengthen yourself mentally, then you can strengthen yourself emotionally, but then it comes back around again because you're sitting there alone, alone in a room, or you're sitting there alone in your lonesome self, and you can't help but the cycle, it's cycle of thought, the thought back over and over and over again. And you can work your strength mentally, emotionally, but then it comes back again, and it comes back again. Um, the girl I'm seeing right now, um, she sometimes there's this woe is me type of thing, and I don't know. I just don't. I guess I got to be a little bit. The world hasn't been too gentle with me. So I kind of, and being trying to be gentle about things and understanding about things. It's worked out, but I kind of feel as though, fucking tough it up. Like toughen up. I've had to. Why can't you? And then I don't know. I feel like I want to be understanding with her, but then I don't, because like she has everything. Like she has everything she needs and wants, and I mean not necessarily has everything like from the external, like she has things, but I mean like she has love in her life. She has her mother, she has her father, she has her son. She has people that care about her, her family, her friends, and they're all there for her at arm's reach. And so I try to be understanding of her, but then she does cry out this "woe as me" type of thing sometimes, and it's just like, man, I, you know, we got. I guess I got to be understanding. She's a woman, and I should be a little bit more understanding. She's like, I don't even know if it's gonna be working out, to be honest with you. But uh, we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna wrap myself up into like trying to make anything fucking work. Either you're gonna work. Either if you're gonna put in the work, I'll put in the work. If you ain't, then I'm out. Like I don't. I'm not clinging on to anything. I'm not getting my hopes up for anything or nothing. But going back to what she does, this "woe is me" thing. I just try to be understanding. I'm like, and myself, I have to really bite my tongue and really catch my thoughts and stop myself. Because I'm like, you have your son there. You can reach out to your mom. You can reach out to your dad. You can reach out to somebody. You have financial backing. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Like, I ain't got fucking not one fucking person on planet Earth. Not one. Not one. If anybody has supported me, it's been you guys. You guys have been supportive to me. Um, and I just kind of like, dude, some people just really don't know what it's like to have absolutely no fallback and no nothing, and they still cry out this "woe is me," and there's this type of shit, and they still want people to feel sorry for them, and I'm like, man, take your kids out of your life, take your business, take your money, take everything you ever fucking worked hard for and you own, and let's see now cry, now have a "woe is me" type of attitude. Oh, sounds like she's playing games, not a little. Yes, exactly. Thank you, man. Love being the victim 24/7. Huge red flag for me, brother. Yeah, she's actually recently been showing some pretty big red flags. And I've called her out on it, and she doesn't even. She as soon as I call her out, it's the music. She didn't want to take the responsibility, and she's gone. And I'm like, I'm gonna do that. You're not gonna do that to me. Like you don't play that game with me. I'm not you don't pick me up and play with me and put me down when you want to, and then nah, man. It's all good. I've been respectful to you and kind to you about space and your time, and you are not respectful and kind to my space and my time. So she said to me, she wanted to break up. I said, then go fucking break up then. What the fuck am I, what am I going to say? Then go ahead. We're having a discussion. We're having a discussion that did not warrant a breakup, but that's her go-to thing. She'll break up, and in a few minutes later, and an hour later, she wants to make love and this and that. And it's such a toxic behavior, guys. You already know. If you've had somebody who wants to break up and just argue and just get into the mix of like making love again and getting all sexual and stuff like that, I'm like, man, like you are fucking not only with me, but you're fucking yourself up even worse by even trying to heal through your trauma. Excuse me. And so but that's not what I came on here for, guys. Yep, game over. You know it. Game over. It's already there. I told her, I gave her, just like I've done before with others. I'm not playing this game anymore with going in it. I don't want to lose a relationship, but if you can't, the reason why, let me tell you why. If a woman comes in my life, I'm gonna tell you right now, if a woman comes in my life and I love her like she's never been loved before, and she loves me like no one else has loved me before, and things are 100% on both ends, and we're just like flying high, I'm going to tell you why they are more prone to split up and jet and break up ASAP as soon as the problem hits with me. This is why this happens. Because as soon as a problem hits, I don't let motherfuckers slide. I don't let a motherfucker slide. You and I know that we've seen things, and we've seen the games, the whole game, all 12 rounds, all 4 innings, we've seen them all, and all 4 quarters, all 7, all whatever, all 9 innings, we've seen them all, guys, and we can't let that kind of stuff slide. You know this is coming. Whoa, you see this red flag. Whoa, you see that. What she just said this for this reaction. She's this is that. You see where she's going. You navigating. You're becoming a professional at this shit. And you call them out real quick. Oh my God, they've never been called out like that before. They've never been targeted for the direction that they're trying to manipulate this conversation towards. And you're already there, meeting them on the other side. I see where you're coming from. You ain't gonna do that to me. And they're just like, damn, I can't run game on this idiot. He's not an idiot. They want to pull their hair out. And then, like, I'm out of here. Because this one ain't easy to crack. I got to cut out. This one is not easy to crack. I can't run game on him. So that's why she instantly wants to jump to that. And then she wants to make love in a few minutes later. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's not cold. I just have a really bad allergy. Take this jacket off because I am too hot. So, I was thinking about you guys as I was shutting my brain down from having a conversation with her. And I said, now I'm this is what I was doing. I really was doing this. I was in the situation with her. We were talking, we were conversating, and then she rolled across me that she was throwing these subtle little threats of breaking up. Like she was hinting. She didn't say it, but she was hinting and throwing these little subtle threats to try to get a reaction out of me. And I just straight up just said to her like this. What did I tell you the last time I told you about you talking about breaking up or hinting to me about breaking up? What did I tell you? You're doing it for the third time. What did I say to you? And she just got mad because she didn't want to. I go, okay, let me remind you. I said to you, the next time you hint or talk about it, it is done. Do it. Pick your balls up, say it, mean it, and do it. Don't give me no lip service. Action. Straight up. Because I don't have the patience for it. I'm too old for that bullshit. If you want to, just go ahead and do your thing. No harm done. No harm. No whatever. Just go. And then it got quiet for a while. I said it last couple statements. I realized that she shut off. It's okay. Let me just shut down then. Because the last thing you want to do is when a woman's sitting there quietly, guys, remember this. When a woman's sitting there quietly and she's looking at you to the side, last thing you want to be is in front of her, in her presence, yapping. You got to show some self-control, some discipline, some verbal and emotional discipline. Don't be getting into your emotions, and don't be getting into your emotions about the situation. Keep it straight to the point, to the facts. Have a plan, a strategic plan, lay it out. Keep it black and white. This is this, A, B, and C, and that's the way it's going to be. And I said what I said the last time. Let me remind you, this is the third time. This is the way it's going to be. Well, I'm not. I don't know about that situation, but after it got quiet, I just kind of shut off my mind, and I really. This is what happened. I started to shut my mind off because I didn't want to get mentally and emotionally sucked in like I've done before with someone trying to make little subtle threats or little comments and stuff like that. So I just didn't want to go there. I wanted to go in a place of peace and just like calm my mind. And so I picked up my phone and I was just like, you know what? I wonder how the guys are doing right now. I wonder how they're doing. And I remember going through a few messages and I opened my messages up and there I saw 2 more messages as the thought of me, how I wonder how the guys are doing. I remember those messages and I opened up and there was 2 more messages. My first Christmas without my son. I haven't seen my 2 daughters and Christmas is coming soon. And it completely shut my whole heart, my mind, and everything off about what was happening. And I'm like, yo, there's people out here that are going through this right now, going through something more worse. Why am I sitting here with another woman? No matter if she's the one or not, I don't care. I'll leave it up to God. I don't care. I will leave it up to God. God will show me. God will leave her right there and she will hack it or she will get her fucking shit and go. I don't care. I leave that up to God because that's not my problem. My focus right now was to just really stay focused on, yo, what are these guys? I remember this feeling. I remember how painful it was. I remember when it was the first holidays. You're choking up. You're so like you don't know what to think. You don't know what to feel. It hurts so much. And with respect and granted to everyone's different situation, I hope that you have a family or like the honest truth, your brother with you. I hope you have somebody that's with you that you can lean on, even if it's just for a few minutes, even for a little bit, someone that you can lean on. And guys, and if you don't, you can lean on me. Here's one thing I'm actually looking into right after Christmas. I got another phone. I got another phone. I didn't buy it. Someone gave it to me, and it's the same model of the phone that I'm using right now, and it's just the last year's model. And I'm like, perfect. It's in great shape. It was 2022 model. It's a tablet. Let me go ahead and use this one. Let me get it linked up with my phone. I'll do it when right after the Christmas thing. And so that way I can have another phone and have another number. I can open up that line and I can talk to you guys. That's my goal. I need to open up this line. I want to talk to you guys. There's a couple other things I have in mind that I just haven't rolled through yet because I was finishing up. There's a car pulling up on me over here because I was finishing up with my studies, and I got riled up in my studies for my job, for my certification and stuff like that. You need something? Fuck. And so but the one thing I'm definitely going to be doing is loading up that phone, getting it ready to go. And I want to start taking calls. I've had so many people ask me, and I have not followed through with actually speaking to you guys. I've spoken to at least 5 or 6 of you, and I haven't actually spoken to a lot of you guys. And I want to take the time to do that. And even if it's just to say hello, introduce each other, and whatever, and whatnot, just to let you know that I'm here with you, that I walk with you on this journey, that you're not alone, and there are different ways to look about these things. And sometimes I just need to hear, what is it that's bothering you? What is it that is consuming your thoughts, your worries? We ultimately, it comes down to these probably these 2 main things. You want to see your children, and financial situation. Those are the 2 main things. If you really want to narrow it, and it makes almost everything that you do stressful, because it all stems back to you not seeing your child, or you having some type of financial problem. And that is something that many men are dealing with, and now some women. There's my algorithm. I talked to you guys about my algorithm. There's almost 3,000 people that follow me on my Facebook, and whenever I put up anything about fathers or good men, or men being mistreated, I get thousands of hits. It starts out with hundreds, and it slowly creeps to the thousands. And it's really mostly in the hundreds, in the low thousands, and then some of them creep to the thousands. If I throw anything else up there, it's a hit or miss. But when I put that up there, and I feel like there's a lot of fathers that follow me there on my Facebook, the algorithm doesn't lie. There's got to be a lot of fathers out there that are going through this. I've talked to you guys from the UK, from Canada, from India. There's some Latinos, one from Mexico, from other Latin countries, here in the United States, locally, California, Southern California. Oh gosh, I mean, there's so many of you guys, and I want you to know that you're not alone. Knowing that you're not alone, and knowing that other guys are going through this, don't look at it as a way of like, gosh, we're all hurting, we're all in pain. Look at it as, what can I do? How can I better myself to have some type of impact, even if it's that little bit, on another man that needs it? I mean, only a man can impact a man. I think iron sharpens iron. So if we say the right thing, we understand the pain, we're in the darkness. Only we can say what we know that we can say to that person that can help them, even if for a little bit. Because it's a continuous spiral going down a rabbit hole of your mental instability and possible suicide. We can't count on your local government, state, or therapy. Yes, that's great, but it takes a while. I never knock you guys. I've tried it before, so I'm not knocking anyone that's done it. You guys, I've tried it before, so I'm not knocking anyone that's done it. For everything, it's not a forever thing for all your lifetime. And none of these things are actual fixes, but when you know someone's there with you in the fire, in the trenches, and has gone through this, And you need sometimes, feel like the men in society now, we're so weakened. We're surrounded by so many feminized situations and stuff like that, like feminized things that just constant, like, why is every light like reddish and pink out here? Like, what the fuck? Like, from like the street lights to the signs in the building, the cars, like, and then just every little thing, commercials. They talk about other, hanging out with the baby in the stroller and the mom taking off in the car, with their buddies and friends. It's just like constant. We're surrounded by this. We don't have another man to give us a hug, to give us some strength, to give us some wisdom from another man. We don't have that. A lot of men out here don't have that. And maybe you have men in your family. Maybe you have a younger brother, an older brother, a father, or something like that. That's great. You have some type of masculine figure around you. But there's a lot of men that actually don't have a masculine figure around them. And they constantly are surrounded by this feminized society that makes us believe that it's okay to a good man to cry and this and that. Yeah, I mean, but discipline your emotions. Don't do it in front of people. Do it in the privacy of your own space. It's okay to cry. Yes, it's okay to feel pain. Yes. Take full control of your emotions, though. Don't let them loose like that. That's discipline yourself. And that's one thing I wish I knew early on, because I was crying every freaking which way possible. I was crying at the store. I couldn't even go buy milk because I saw a kid and the mom and thinking, and I just start crying. I can't even go buy groceries because it hurts everywhere. It hurts. We allow our emotions to dictate our actions, and we walk around like this, and people just look at us differently, and we're just like constantly being looked at this way. And then imagine what it does to you psychologically, because other people are looking at you weird because you feel broken, and then all of a sudden you just realize, wow, because I'm broken inside. I know I'm broken, and this and this and that. Wake up, man. You're gonna be okay. Stay strong, brother. Stay strong. You can't let this stuff get inside you. You can't. You can't let this be in the fiber of your bone and your brain, and it's constantly like aching at you. Yes, it's pain, but you're a man and you're gonna survive through this. Brothers, come on. You got to believe me. You're standing on your own 2 feet. Your heart is pumping right now. You're alive. Hold gratitude high up in the sky. Be thankful to God that you're alive. Be thankful to God that you are breathing and alive. You have the ability to work. You have the ability to move around, talk, think. Use that beautiful God-given natural ability and build yourself up in every which way possible. You may feel stuck. I am too. I'm financially hurting too. You may feel stuck, and it does feel that way many, many times. But you take one little step towards something that you can reach out to right now. If it's your physique, your physicality, if it's your mental stability, one little movement, one little thing, one extra video, reading something, literature, one extra meeting with a therapist, one extra trip to the gym that week, a little bit longer for you some me time. I believe the environmental scientist, I think is your title, your name. I love that guy. He's really cool. If you're on here, what's up, brother? He says to go into the sauna, and I heard him that day, and I was like, boom, sauna. I hit the gym. I went straight into the sauna. Man, it felt so good. I was like so relaxed, calm. The pains in my body just kind of started to just float away. That's in arm's reach. That's something easy and accessible in arm's reach that I can do for myself, for that moment. And it's one step. It may be that day. It may be that moment. It may be for that short amount of time. of the day or your life or whatever. But all of that adds up. Continue to be that way and make it second nature. People talk about the gym and they get like, oh, okay, always talking about the gym and this gym's going to do this and this and that. Or yeah, the gym's really good for you. Yeah, I believe it's great. I believe it's great. But I'm not like in the gym every day. Like that's not my whole life. But let me tell you something. You can really come into some deep self-actualization in the gym. Put your ass into some heavy ass fucking weight. And I mean heavy, that you know that you can't lift. Who cares? Do it. Just pick it up a little bit. Get a feel for something different, some type of different strength. Bring something out of you a little bit. Even if you can't, let's say you can't squat that 300 or 400 pounds, okay? Just get into that bar. Just put it all up in there. Don't do it. Don't go killing yourself. Just get into that bar. Just feel it a little bit. There's a different type of energy that's within you. You're gonna feel something in your whole body. Don't lift it up. Don't kill yourself. Don't go be doing reps. Just get a good feel for it. Put a little push on it. Maybe under the bench. Maybe on the stack of the machine. Put the heaviest you possibly could and just give a good little pull. You can't pull it all the way. You can't do it. No problem. Just feel a little different something inside of you. I'm telling you, discipline your mind, your emotions, and that body. It becomes easier and easier every time you put the little piece on top of the other one, on top of the other one, on top of the other one. Because look at, you're going to go through maybe a girlfriend or a relationship, or maybe a relationship at work, a work-related relationship, maybe a relationship when it comes to another partner, and maybe a relationship when it comes to your own child, guys. And this is really important. And if we're not disciplined, if men are not getting a grasp, a hold on your disciplining your emotions, putting your emotions in check, and not thinking logically, you're going to lose it in front of your own child. Because you're going to be like, oh my God, they don't love me. And that's what hurts the most. I've done that too. Put me first. I've done that too. Put me first. I've been there where I'm like, you don't love me. Oh my God, you don't love me. And I said that, and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing, Rocky? What are you doing? You can't say that to your kids. You got to quickly look, your child needs to see the strength in you, even at your weakest. They need to see your smile from the bottom. They see your strength from the bottom when they're looking down. Wow, Daddy, you really fell down really hard, didn't you? Yeah, baby girl. Yeah, baby boy. But I love you. I'm smiling and I'm still standing. And I get up every day. I go to work. I build myself. I call you. I still come see you. I wish it was more. You're never going to not be my princess, or you're never not going to be my little soldier, my little man. They need to see that in you, guys. They need to see that in you. Strength from the bottom. And I'm telling, I'm even talking to you CEOs, you entrepreneurs, you businessmen, you guys, you wealthy, you're doing all really well. You doctors, I know I've seen a doctor, scientist on here before. Thank you so much. He was over at Stanford for a while and he moved off to somewhere else, another state. I remember him. And I remember his comment. He was one of the first that ever commented to me. I'll never forget him. He was actually one of the first ones that made me think about. Anyways, he's one of the first ones that made me think, wow, I'm not alone. Someone listens and someone cares. When I was still contemplating those thoughts. And it's within my weakness. in my weakness of these contemplating those thoughts of darkness, there was the only light I can see was the darkness. I need to go this way because just life is over for me. And there was that message from a man that just understood. He didn't give me any massive motivation or anything like that. It was just that I understand you, man. I understand what you're going through. And I needed just that little bit, that crumb. I just needed a crumb to fuel my fucking insides. I just needed a little crumb, something to give me that strength to fucking stand up again and stop being so fucking weak in my pain. I just needed a little crumb. That's all I needed to get back up again. And that's what I want you to be. I want you to be that. This is the holidays. But you know what? It can be just another day. I know it's the holidays and you want to be with your baby. The best. This is the best time. Look at this dark times, these painful times as opportunities to chisel away at the strength of you within you that needs to be chiseled away. It's like when you get into it with somebody, bam, you get knocked down. That's the best time to get right back up. Because what happens when you stay down? The world will keep on pounding on you. This is the best time to go inside yourself, the best time to love you, the best time to be proud of who you are, proud of your accomplishments, proud that you survived even some of the failures that life has thrown at you. And not all of them have been by the hands of you. Many of them have been by the hands of other people. Mine was by lawyers, my ex-wife. But then I stopped blaming them. I stopped expelling hate towards them and anger towards them and bitterness towards them. Because all this was coming out of me, and it was just rotten death coming out of me, which I was delivering to myself, because life is an image. It's a mirror image of you. What you put out, you will receive. So in the painful and the darkest times, those lonely times is the best time to put strength out, wisdom, move strategically with purpose in life. You know now. You move wiser. You think wiser. You don't let like the girl I'm talking to, you don't let them run game on you. They're not going to run game on you. Oh my God, I can't run game on this idiot. He's not like all the other guys out here. I got to go. Give me an easier one. No, you're wiser. You're smarter. Ain't no one going to run game on you. Let them run. Let them go. Don't be attached. Don't be attached. Don't. I was that guy. Put me first. I used to be attached. I used to get attached. And trust me, that gets very easy to learn how to detach yourself. You know why? Because when the way they are, they actually make it easy for you. You're like, oh, hell no. I mean, you can be like a 10 there, a 10 here, a 10 behind, a 10 in the front, a 10 on the top, a 10 in the bank account, a 10 in every which way. But it gets easier to detach yourself. And when I read in a Buddhist book, I read this. I want to share this with you. Detach in peace and in calm. I forget exactly how it was worded, but detach yourself in peace. Feel nothing. Learn how to feel nothing and empty your mind. Do not attach yourself to these things. It's good training to not attach yourself to the to the pain that we can feel of missing our children during these times. Do not attach yourself to that because it's an energy. It is not of you. It will not consume you. It's not define you. Put it down. This is the best time to strengthen yourself. I love you guys. Merry Christmas to you guys. If you watch the video later, I hope you watched this whole time. If you stayed on here this whole time, I'm grateful and thankful to you. God bless you. I wish you to build yourselves up, become wiser, become stronger. You're a bright star. You're the greatest there could ever be. You're a man. Be proud of who you are. In the darkness, may you light. May you shine bright. May you stand and rise again. I love you. Merry Christmas. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Take care.